welcome back. If you clicked on this video, you probably want to run a 10k or you want to start with running. And I only started at the end of February or at the beginning of March, I don't exactly remember, but it was not that long ago. I have learned so much. The reason why I started running is because honestly, I just wanted to have a sport, and the only thing that I've done like on and off was kind of running. I mean, honestly, running is such a fun thing, and yeah, it can be like very challenging, not physically but also mentally. But yeah, I've learned a lot through these 2 months. I've learned what I can do, learn to run a full 10k, coming from someone that couldn't even run a full lap around the sports thing. You know what? I have learned so much. Yeah, basically what I started doing is I really wanted to do the Frauenlauf, which was on Saturday, so that was 2 days ago. And it was so freaking cool. It was so fun. And this was like the main thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to, like, before I even signed up for that, I already started running, and I was like, you know what? I want to learn to run a 10k, and then from there on, I'm going to look. Right now, I have no plan what I'm going to do after this because I can officially run a 10k, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, basically it was super fun. So what I started doing is I started with 1 kilometer, and I do 3 runs per week. So I do on Monday, which is before I do my hair washing, so today, and on Wednesday, which is when I have like a free period before school, so that's why I have enough time. And then on Saturday, which I just do in the morning. I always do my runs in the morning because honestly that just works better for me, because otherwise I know that I'll procrastinate it more and more and more, and I will just not want to do it. And for me, running in the morning, plus I wake up early anyways, is perfect. Yeah, and then basically what I did is I ran 1k for 1 week, so 3 runs. Then I ran the 2nd kilometer in 1 week, in another week, and then 3. And then I don't remember exactly when I did it, but then I did like 2 runs. I think that was after, or was it 4? I think it was 5 kilometer runs. That was like after I signed myself up for the 10k run, and that was like I did like 2, 5 or 6 kilometers, I don't remember. And then it was like I did 7, and then I did 8, and then I did 8 like 2 runs, and then I did 9 2 runs, and then I did 10 from there on, because I really wanted to get it constantly, and I really wanted to run through, and I can officially run 10 kilometers through. That is like one thing that I really want to do, because last year I remember what I did is I literally, like, every time I ran like 1 kilometer, and then I couldn't even run through because I was like, whoa. But I literally started to push myself, and I literally ran that 1 kilometer through. And if you think about it, 1 kilometer is not that much. And honestly, like, I really started off not running that fast. I started off with running between a 7 and a 7:30 pace. Right now I'm at like between, if it's on a really good run, it's between like a 6:15 and a 6:30 pace. But I like constant 10k runs, it's always like between 6:25 and 6:45 about, like, per pace per kilometer. But yeah, basically there were runs that were like really mentally challenging. It wasn't that like physical, it went better and better after each run, but mentally it was so hard. I mean, even today when I had to run, I really have to push myself sometimes, but in the end it is so fun. And sometimes I just really take stuff for these things for granted, even though, you know, it's amazing that my body can do this. I've trained my body to do this. And there have been like so many crazy things. Like, since I've started running, I have had a crazy appetite. I feel like I've been getting a fast metabolism because I literally ate like an hour ago and I'm already extremely hungry again. And I ate like the normal breakfast meal that I used to have that would keep me full until like lunch. So I don't know. But yeah, basically it was super fun, and there were definitely some mentally challenging places. And what I recommend you guys, if you start running, what I really recommend you to do is, okay, the most obvious thing is do not start fast. I mean, considering that I do run a longer pace, what I do is I run the 1st kilometer. I try to run it slowly so I can see, okay, where's my pace? It starts like over and over again, but I can find my pace for the 1st kilometer. And I think the hardest part about running for me is just getting out that freaking door. I feel like that's the most mentally hardest thing. And the second tip that I have is you need to find a breathing technique. I know that there are specific breathing techniques that work. The one that works for me is just breathing like really deep in through the nose and then breathing out through the mouth. So that is really simple. That's the one that works. I know what you can also do is you can breathe like in and then you can breathe out like twice or 3 times or something like that. I don't know. That is just what works for me. Yeah, the good thing is that I can finally like run a 10K, which I have never done like before. I can run it through, which is so freaking cool. Yeah, and there was one run where I did like a 10K. It was so mentally pushing. I literally almost started crying because it was so hard, and it wasn't like the physical thing. It was literally just mentally pushing myself. But you know, if you do something that you don't want to do, or that is going to push yourself, that makes you stronger physically and mentally. The 10K run, that was like the fastest one ever. I was quick. Like usually I ran 1 hour and 4 minutes. I mean, this time I ran like 1 hour and 5 minutes. The weird thing is that my app, like I don't know what it is. My phone has been lagging so much. I definitely needed a new phone, but it's been lagging so much. Like it literally, like I pressed stop on the 10 kilometers because I used my phone for it. And then the app, like it kicked me out, and then I had to like re-sign in. And then it said that I ran 9 kilometers and 9.88, which makes no sense because I obviously ran more. But yeah, I literally need to hurry up because I have to get to school. But yeah, I thought I would show you guys my medals. This is the one that I have from the mini marathon. I think that was 2018. Yeah, that was 2018. That was the first like run I think I ever did where I got a medal. And that run was the thing that I remember with that is I think I couldn't even run once because it was so full. Like I was basically walking the whole time because it was so freaking full. But yeah, this is the second one I have. I don't think it has, yeah, it doesn't have a time on it. I don't like this one so much because it doesn't have not time, I mean date on it, which is kind of sad. And then this one is the year after. The blue one is, I think, from 2000 and, oh my god, 21, 22. Yeah, I think the first one, the first one is 2018. The second one is 2022. The third one is 2023. And this one is 2025. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this one says 17th of May 2025. I like that it actually has something on it, like a date, because I also have t-shirts for every run, which is so cool that I ever did. You can tell I haven't done a lot of runs, but yeah, I'm trying to run more runs. I also really want to run another 10K run that will probably happen in end of June. I have another month for that, to practice for that. I also don't know what I should do in the meantime, if I'll practice doing 11 kilometers, I don't know. The thing that I'm so excited for is that I'm literally getting a medal, which is so freaking cool. I don't know why I'm so excited for the medal, but yeah. Anyways, this is everything that I have for now. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, I'm so excited that I can literally run a 10K through, which makes me so happy. And I'm so proud of myself because coming from a girl who always used to love to run, but even though I couldn't even run 400 meters, you know, I didn't think it was possible, but it is. So consistency is key. That is, I think, the most thing you need to know. Also, discipline over motivation, which I know can be hard sometimes.